Dear President, honorable guests, distinguished board members, Presidium members, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't be here without saying a word of thank you to the President, to the board, and mostly to the Presidium, because your answer when we proposed to be here today celebrating 40 years of our revolution. The wisdom and the solidarity of the Presidium is something that it was shown once again. And when we are facing people that put their lives and their careers in risk, young military officers, sergeants and soldiers, that knew that that lovely day could be a terrible day or could be a wonderful day, they knew that they had to do something that we cannot forget. We will never have the words to say thank them. And it's quite important here today to have you all with us. People from all over Europe. Some countries living even worse conditions than the ones we are facing in Portugal. But that's Euromil, and that's why we talk about solidarity. Solidarity is not a word just said, and it's very important, especially among those who someday decided to wear a uniform to serve, not to use the privileges, but to serve people, to serve the countries, to serve the right of human beings. And Euromil has been, for us, something that taught us a lot of that. As our President said, Euromil has been here in Portugal several times concerning acts of solidarity. 10 years ago, we celebrated the 30th anniversary of the revolution, but not as this time. This time, this celebration goes for the proper day. And tomorrow, we will have the privilege of your company to celebrate together with our people on the street, on the big avenue that is still called Liberty Avenue, and we hope it will be called as that many, many long years more, because we are in charge of that. We have that responsibility also. And facing here the representatives of the government, representatives of the parliament, unfortunately the members that support the government didn't show up so far, the representatives of our leadership, our military leaders, the representatives of the justice, judges, trade unions, the confederations of trade unions, the representatives of the security forces, police and so on, and the association movement, the military association movement. We know that we are not alone. But important is that this kind of gathering will not happen only in celebration days or in celebration time. It's much more important that this kind of gathering, it will happen daily, because we have the right to participate. We have the right to be listening. We have the right to be the voice of our members. And we want to be it because we want to fulfill the principles and the values that those men defended 40 years ago, and the same principles that 38 years ago became written in our main law, our constitution. That is our role as military, and we thank Euromil for all the support and for being here in such an important occasion. Thank you, and let's defend democracy, because, as our President said several times, united we stand. Thank you all.